Tell me more. What are you working on here? What are you presenting?
Sure. My name is Kahn. I'm a graduate student at the School of Informatics at Indiana University. My colleague and I, Maji Korami, are doing forecasting economic aid using machine learning.
Very good. Okay, so in terms of economic aid, would this be like where donations are coming in, or where countries, NGOs? What?
Right, that's a great question. This is for data from the U.S. Agency for International Development. So it's economic aid that's given from the U.S. to 176 countries for economic reasons, development, anything from helping people with education, infrastructure, food-related needs, emergency response, that sort of thing.
Excellent. I can imagine there's a lot of analysis here. What is the machine learning doing in terms of data mining or understanding trends?
Right. So machine learning, in this project in particular, this is the first time that we know of where machine learning is used in sort of this developmental aid sort of space, the social science sort of space. And so looking at if we can use past data on economic aid disbursements amount to predict the future. And so this would be, neither one of us are domain experts in the development world. And so a novice is able to take key data science principles such as machine learning and apply it to a problem and predict with a certain accuracy whether or not a certain amount of aid is going to be received from the United States.
Wonderful. Will this be taking into account more ongoing needs, or does it take into account, say, there's a hurricane or a tsunami?
Right. So I think the way this data is structured, it includes every sort of economic data, economic development, humanitarian data in a particular year. So it is data that's only done every year, and it was what the actual amount was dispersed to a country. And also keep in mind, this is only data from one source, the USAID. This doesn't include non-government entities or the World Bank or other groups like that also distribute aid to foreign countries.
I'm curious about some of the methodology in terms of using Jupyter. Is there leverage for that?
Sure, that's a great question. So Jupyter is really great, of course, for exploratory data analysis, but also we use the scikit-learn library within Jupyter and within Python version 3 to determine whether we could predict how much aid was going to be used using different classifiers. So it's a classification problem. And we use, you can see on our poster, we use support vector machine, naive Bayes, some of the classic machine learning tools in order to apply that to the past data to try to predict the future.
Is there some geospatial analysis also, or is it broken into regions?
Right. So the first map you actually see is a geospatial map of all economic and actually military aid. So it's interesting. If you were actually to go to foreignassistance.gov, you could get a snapshot historically until the present of what the data, what economic aid was being given to the country. So that's just to give you a broad overview of sort of how much aid the United States gives to 176 countries. And then the analysis within Jupyter is more along the lines of just using the machine learning, the scikit-learn and the matplotlib library and some of those common functionalities and libraries